welcome back. Today I'm going to do a very quick and very popular dish. I'm going to be doing chicken pad thai. It's a variation on the traditional prawn pad thai, but it's really good. Enjoy. So starting off, traditionally you make your own pad thai sauce before you get started on the pad thai. Now your pad thai sauce is made up of 3 ingredients. Your tamarind, which is your sour, fish sauce, which is your salty, and palm sugar. It needs to have those 3 components: salty, sweet, and sour. You can buy the pre-made pad thai sauce from a shop. That's your choice completely, but I prefer to make my own. So I'll get that on the go. Just put that into a small pot, bring that to the boil until the sugar dissolves, and set it aside. Then after that, I've got equal amounts of diced shallots and garlic. So just golden shallots and garlic. And then I've also got julienne chili, diced tofu, and that's the firm tofu here, but you can use any tofu you like. Finely sliced chicken, beaten egg, and then just peanuts and eshallot or spring onion, depending on what you prefer to call them. Now the pad thai noodle, it's actually a rice noodle. I've soaked it for about an hour in cold water. So that's been sitting for about an hour in cold water. I prefer not to soak my noodles in warm water as a lot of people do. It makes them really soft. I prefer to have it a little bit firmer. It's a lot easier to cook with. So that's been soaking for about an hour, and that's good to go. So that's pretty much us. So that's my pad thai sauce now. I've had it on a simmer for about 5 minutes. All the sugar's dissolved. It's thickened up quite nicely. It tastes intensely sour and sweet. Not so much salty, I'd say, but just sour and sweet. I'm just going to set that aside while I get everything else ready. I've got my wok on a medium heat. Starting off with some oil and my shallots and garlic. Now the shallots and garlic started to caramelize, I add my chicken. Now that the chicken's about 3/4 cooked, I add some of my scrambled egg. I add the eshallot stalks that I cut earlier, just as finger length pieces. And about half of the chili. I'll leave another half just for garnish. Now I add my tofu. And my rice noodles. And I pour my sauce on top. You'll find the rice noodles will soften very quickly once I've exposed to the heat. Now that the rice noodles are almost there, I add bean sprouts. and the rest of the echalot. So that's ready, but before we plate it up, we're just going to make a very quick omelette garnish. So I've got just a frying pan which I've oiled up. And I just want to, quite a thin omelette. And you'll notice I've taken it off the heat, and I just want the egg to set on the pan. Not far from me, that's pretty good actually. We'll leave it at that, switch the gas off, and we'll just let it sit for a few seconds. So that's our omelette. Here she comes out. I'm just cutting my omelette square so I can use it as a garnish, and then lay it inside there with the rest of the omelette. Fold it over. I'm going to julienne it. So over there I've got my salad garnish. So red chili down the bottom, julienne, julienne echalot, julienne omelette, and bean sprouts. So starting in the center, and I'll try and pile it as high as possible, just so that the garnish omelette doesn't get lost. On top of that, I'll put crushed peanuts, so that's my chicken pad thai. As you can see, it's really easy to make, just a few simple steps. If you do get to make it, please let me know what you think. Always welcome your feedback. I'll talk to you again soon, guys. Bye.